Hi, this is Scoggett, and today what I'm going to do is I'm going to make Spanish rice my way, and I'm going to show you how I do it. And I'll show you the ingredients, what you need to make this, and we'll get started. And then I'll explain a little bit on the procedure on how you make this to make it come out perfect. First of all, what you're going to need, of course, you're going to need rice, and I got 1 cup of rice here. This is 1 cup. Going to need a can of tomato sauce, 1 can of chicken broth, some salt, some pepper, a little bit of cumin, olive oil, and a mixture of bell peppers, onions, tomatoes, and garlic. And what I did is I went ahead and diced this up, and this is going to be added to the rice. Now I'll go ahead and show you how to get this started, and then we'll go from there, and I'll explain how the procedure works. It's going to take 30 minutes for this rice to make, and I'm going to have this made in 2 parts. I'm going to show you how to get it started and everything, and then I'm going to also show you the finished product after the 30 minutes. And the way this works is you go ahead and let it come to a boil, reduce the heat to low, let it cook 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take the lid off and stir it, and then put the lid back on. Let it cook another 10 minutes at low, and then after that, bring it completely off the heat. Now I'll go ahead and show you this. And I'll recap it because it's very important. What you do is you add the stuff to it, and you also need a pot with a good tight lid, because that's what you're going to have is a good tight lid on the pot. You cook it 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, take the lid off and you stir it. Put the lid back on. Cook it another 10 minutes. After another 10 minutes, that's a total of 20 minutes. After 20 minutes, take it off the heat. You take it off the heat. Just let it sit. Don't take the lid off. Don't mess with it. Let it sit for 10 minutes. And the rice is going to come out perfect. Trust me. I've done this several times, and I know by experience. So we go ahead and get started. I'll show you how to do this. First off, what you want to do is you want to go ahead and take the olive oil, and we're going to add a little bit to the pot here. And you want to heat this up to about medium. We're just going to add a little bit to the pot, let it get all incorporated on there. Then heat it up to medium. Then what we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and add the rice to it. And we're going to kind of saute this rice so it turns brown. You want it to kind of brown up. Let me move this camera a little bit over here. I don't think we can. Yeah, that's better now. And you just kind of want to toast it up a little bit until it turns brown. And the olive oil, what we got the olive oil in there, so it's going to help it turn brown. And you want to cook this for a while until it turns like a brown color. Then I'll show you the other stuff what you put in. Just let that cook. I'm going to go ahead and kick it up to high to kind of toast this up. Then we'll drop it back down to medium. This way it'll toast up a little bit faster here. And it's not going to hurt anything. It's going to come out okay. And if you don't have olive oil, you can use any oil you have on hand. If you have vegetable oil, canola, corn, it don't matter. I just like to use olive oil because I like the taste of it. I like the way it comes out and everything with olive oil. You can use shortening. I mean, if you don't have that, you can use shortening. It's butter even. I mean, you can compromise. It's whatever you have around the house. And there's sometimes I have to compromise because I don't have the stuff. And you want to toast this up, like I said, until it turns brown color. And right now I put the temperature on high so it can toast a little faster. Usually I do it on medium, but I'm going to go ahead and do it on high because I'm pressed for time a little bit. This is fairly simple to make. I mean, it's not hard at all. And anybody can make it, I mean. And it tastes real good when it comes out. I mean, it's really good. And you want to cook it till it turns brown. And also when it's cooking, also whenever it's cooking and it's starting to brown up, you can smell it. It'll smell like it's kind of toasting up. So that'll give you an indication that it's working and that it's toasting up and the rice is turning brown. And you can also see by the color. The smell and the aroma of the rice will be kind of a roasted, toasted smell. So that tells you that you're getting there. Okay, what I'm going to do is this is toasted up enough. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to cut the heat down to medium. You want the heat down right now to medium. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the vegetables to it. I'm going to go ahead and add my onion and garlic, bell pepper, and tomato. And you want to go ahead and let this cook with the rice for 1 minute. After a minute, then I'll show you what else you add. And we're cooking this right now on a medium heat. And just stir it around and keep stirring it. And like I say, I got onions, bell peppers, tomatoes, and garlic in this. 1 clove of garlic, and I minced the garlic up. I chopped up the other vegetables. Okay, that's been about a minute now. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and add the tomato sauce to it. You want to kind of stir that up. Stir in the tomato sauce. Then add your chicken broth. Okay, you add your chicken broth. Then you go ahead and add some salt. Oh, about that much. A little bit of pepper. Oh, about that much. And some cumin. Oh, about that much. Then just stir it in. Now what we're going to do, we're going to kick it up back up to high and bring this to a boil. We're going to bring this mixture back up to a boil. Then what we're going to do, we're going to put the lid on it and cut it down to about medium low, and let it cook for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, we're going to lift the lid and stir it, and then put the lid back on and let it cook another 10 minutes. And after that, then we're going to take it off the burner, set it to the side, and let it sit for 10 minutes. So it's a total of 30 minutes cooking time. And I'll have the other video coming up, the second part of the video with the finished product, and I'll show you how this rice turned out. Now, as you can see, it's coming up to a boil pretty good. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and put the lid on it and cut the heat down to about medium low. The second part of this video, I'm going to do this in two parts. The second part is going to be the finished product, and I'm going to show you how the rice turned out and everything. And if you follow the instructions, what I gave you on this, it will come out perfect. Just remember, this is important now. You cook it for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, then you stir it. Once you stir it, put the lid back on, cook it another 10 minutes. After that, set it to the side off the burner and let it sit for 10 minutes. Do not lift the lid. Do not do anything. Just let it sit for 10 minutes. After 10 minutes, then you can go over there and fluff it with a fork and serve it, because it will be delicious. I appreciate you watching this video, and I have the second part coming up. And I appreciate you watching all my videos and making the comments. I appreciate the comments. And I just really appreciate you guys. And I'll have the second video coming up, and y'all take care.